Greetings to our Parsippany School families, to our parents and students. School begins on Wednesday, and in my more than 30 years of working in education, this is certainly a very different beginning to our school year. I wanted to take some time to talk with all of you, our students and our parents, about our expectations in order that we can all have a smooth and safe opening to our school year and a successful fall. Students, let me begin with you. We had a very successful phase one of our fall sports season, beginning with summer practices. Our students followed the rules. They went for temperature checks and inputted the daily screenings. They followed their coaches' directions, and they really helped coaches and administrators to have confidence that we could do that work safely. Thank you for that. Students, that very same behavior that our athletes showed us this summer, we need that to continue at school as school opens. You must continue to demonstrate really responsible behavior at school, and that means at the beginning of the day, helping your parents with the daily health screenings and temperature checks, wearing masks when you're at school and on school grounds, and practicing proper distancing. Your principals and your teachers will certainly be sensitive to your needs for breaks. They'll be needing those breaks as well. And so we'll be working to make sure that you're comfortable and that your needs are being met. All of our planning will have been for nothing if you don't take this seriously, if you don't follow the rules. We need you to be kind and respectful to all, whether they are in-person learners or not. We don't know what instances people are working through at home. You have students and teachers with elderly parents and elderly family members at home, and they want to keep those people safe. You don't know who has relatives living in their household who have serious health issues, and therefore the safer we can be at school lets those people feel safe at home as well. This is a time to be selfless and considerate of others, because disregarding safeguards really can lead to very drastic consequences. And we've seen that, haven't we? We've seen it with colleges and universities who opened only to have to shut down dorms or sports programs or school entirely within a day or a week of opening. We've seen it with schools in other states and have seen videos of students gathering and not following rules and not being safe. And so we have these cautionary tales about what not to do. I know you and I trust you, and I know that you won't have that happen here. Students, whether you are a fully remote student or a cohort A or B, group A or B student, I need you to treat school seriously. That means that you're showing up on time, logging in on time, that you're showing your face on camera if you are a remote learner. I've been in Zoom and Google meetings from March till now. I don't like them, but that's what we do. And I always show my face on camera because I think to block myself out is disrespectful to the others in the meeting. It makes it look as if I'm not engaged, that I might be doing the laundry instead of paying attention. And so I need you as a student who's learning from home to show your face and show that respect to your teacher and the others in the group. I need you to dress appropriately. It's wonderful to be able to roll out of bed and log in and get right to your first period class. But again, there's a sign of respect about how you're presenting yourself, what image you want others to see. And so if you can clean yourself up, at least from the waist up, so that you're presenting your best self to your classmates and to your teacher, I think that just speaks to your integrity as a student. Monitor your surroundings. Pay attention to what's behind you in your bedroom or in your dining room or in your kitchen, again, so that you're really showing that you are in an atmosphere of learning and academics. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether you're a fully remote learner or a student who's in a week on and a week off, our counselors are available to you, your teachers are available to you, your principals. Technicians, if it's technology help that you need, you have only to ask, and there is a bank of people willing to help you out. Finally, we are right now making decisions about the fall sports program, what the schedule of games will look like, and whether we allow spectators at those games. I need you to show your teachers and your school leaders, and frankly me, that you can make good choices and that you can follow our rules. Because if I can't trust that you can behave that way in school, how can I possibly trust that you can continue that behavior at a football game or a soccer game on the sidelines? So your behavior now really helps me to understand what our fall sports season will look like, and whether our athletes get to have their classmates cheering them on, or whether they are playing with no one on the sidelines. Parents, this has been a really difficult time for you, and I recognize that. You've had way beyond the normal things to be worrying about. And so now here is another one, your children returning to school. Again, whether in person or whether they are fully remote, and now you're in the position of having to monitor and support them at home. We need your help. We have implemented safeguards to keep everyone safe. However, what happens outside of school, what happens on the weekend, is really going to impact us tremendously. If you allow your children to gather in large groups, if it's a free-for-all on weekends, if you're not monitoring your family's health, this is going to go downhill very quickly. Please recognize that this is a community effort. Model the behaviors for your family that you want to have, that you want your children to be showing, so that they can do that when they're here at school, so that there are consistent practices and consistent messaging. Please take the health check seriously. I recognize as a working parent myself that there may have been those mornings where your child was a little under the weather and you had a bank of meetings, or you had a very full day and you could not keep your child at home. This is not the year to do that. If your child's not feeling well, they should stay home, because it's not just for your family's health, but it's for the health of our teachers and our paraprofessionals and our secretaries and custodians and the other students in the building. Parents, also please recognize, just as our students have an abundance of resources, so do you. You can ask your child's teacher for help. You can reach out to the principals and the vice principals and the school counselors. On our district website, we have a parent resources tab, and there's even a place where you can ask for technology support. So you have but to ask us. We are all in this together. We want to make sure that this is a really safe and positive opening to school and school year. We learned a great deal from our spring experience with distance learning, and we've made some very strong changes for the fall. I think that will provide greater consistency, greater engagement for your students, and that should help you quite a deal. I want to thank you for your partnership. We are in this together, and I'm trusting that together we can have a really safe and terrific opening to the school year. Thank you.